Hi there and welcome to WCMU's Quiz Central. Our teams today come from Central Lake in Atlanta, so don't go away.
Support for Quiz Central is provided by the CMU Bookstore. T-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, maroon and gold memories, and an official outfitter of Adidas apparel at the Central Michigan University owned and operated CMU Bookstore. Online shopping 7 days a week at cmubookstore.com, on campus at the University Center, and game day locations at Kelly Short Stadium and the John G. Kulhalvi Event Center.
Good luck to both of our teams. Let's play Quiz Central.
Chopin.
Correct. All right, your next toss-up.
The lottery.
Right.
The Stranger.
You are correct. Traverse City Central hangs on. They are our season champions. Hi there, and thanks for tuning in to Quiz Central. I'm your host, Steve Smith. And with us tonight are teams from Atlanta and Central Lake. They are 2 of 48 teams competing again this year. The Quiz Central teams are divided into 4 divisions based on school size. Each division will have a champion, and one of those teams will become this season's overall winner. The prizes, scholarships from Central Michigan University, and Rick Westover has more on that.
The 4 starters and 3 alternates of the division championship teams will each receive a 2-year, $4,000 room and board scholarship from Central Michigan University Residence Life. In addition, 4 lucky Quiz Central seniors will receive textbook scholarships from the CMU Bookstore. And a special thanks to CMU Enrollment and Student Services, which provides lunch for our contestants and their traveling party.
All right, we'll meet our teammates in just a minute, but let's jump right into the action with the Maroon and Gold round. The Maroon and Gold round gives you 2 minutes to answer as many questions as possible. If the team ringing in misses the question, the opposing team will have a chance to respond. There's no talking among team members. Correct answers are worth 10 points. If you're ready, let's play Quiz Central. What piece directly precedes the Radetzky March as the second encore at the Vienna New Year's concert is a Johann Strauss Jr. waltz named for a river? Next question. In July 2019, it was reported that what home security company, which is owned by Amazon, had been providing information to numerous police departments? Your next question. Numo Pompilius succeeded what legendary king after killing his brother Remus and founding the city of Rome? Olivia, Atlanta.
Romulus.
That's right. What TV show based on a Leanne Moriarty novel stars Shailene Woodley and Nicole Kidman as women involved in a murder investigation? Your next question. What biblical book begins by addressing the 7 churches of Asia, was written by John of Patmos, and describes the Antichrist and end times? Zane, Central Lake.
Revelations.
That's right. What law dictates that an engine's efficiency must be less than 100%, since entropy cannot decrease in an isolated system?
Friction.
David? I'm sorry?
Oh, friction, sorry.
Nope, that's incorrect. How about Atlanta? We'll find out in just a minute. In the 1930s, France built what line of fortifications to defend its eastern border? Aden, Central Lake.
The Maginot Line.
That is correct. What politician who in 1841 argued the Amistad case before the Supreme Court succeeded James Monroe in 1825 to become the 6th president? Olivia, Atlanta.
Zachary Taylor.
Nope, sorry, Central Lake. Go ahead, Zane.
John Quincy Adams.
That's correct. What system made of keratin plates acts as a filter to separate water from food such as krill and is found in the mouths? Sorry, we won't get to the answer there. That was baleen, though, if you were wondering about that. All right, Central Lake out to an early 20-point lead, the score 30-10. Those questions that were missed, the law that dictates that an engine's efficiency must be less than 100%, that's the second law of thermodynamics. The waltz named for a river was the Blue Danube Waltz. The home security company was Ring Incorporated, and the TV show was Big Little Lies. All right, so with that and a 20-point lead for Central Lake, let's turn to our teams now. Hi there, Natalie.
Hi, my name's Natalie. I'm a senior at Atlanta, and I'm in NHS and robotics.
Hi, my name is Haley Brown. I'm a senior at Atlanta, and I'm in robotics and NHS.
Hi, my name is Jordan Kobelius. I'm a senior at Atlanta High School, and I play volleyball, basketball, and softball.
Hi, my name is Olivia Arnold. I'm a sophomore at Atlanta, and I am class president and play softball and volleyball.
All right, nice to have you here. The alternates for Atlanta are Katrina Wilson, Maddie Ferris, and Traverse Laporte. They are coached by Jennifer Colbert. Let's give them a nice round of applause. And now to the team from Central Lake. Hey there, David.
I'm David. I am a senior at Central Lake, and I do powerlifting.
My name is Aiden Vanderhart. I'm a senior at Central Lake, and I play football, basketball, and I'm in NHS.
Hi, I'm Kendra Grafnauer. I'm a senior at Central Lake High School. I'm student body president, and I'm on the varsity volleyball team.
Hi, I'm Zay Newton from Central Lake. I'm a senior, and I participate in track and field.
All right, nice having you here. The alternates for Central Lake are Desiree Hurst, Trevor Kane, and Marvin Klein. The team's coach is Kim Fernandez. Let's give them a nice welcome. And with that, we get right back to the game and the kickoff round. The kickoff round is a combination of toss-up and bonus questions. The team that correctly answers the toss-up question will be asked a bonus. Then we go back to a toss-up question for both teams. Toss-up questions need an individual response, but team members can consult on the bonuses. The answers, though, must come from the captains unless you defer to a colleague. Here is your first toss-up question. Aspiring members of what profession whose schools are accredited by the ABA are awarded JD degrees? Olivia, Atlanta.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
I
What
can.
career? Okay, judges?
Nope, I'm sorry, that's not correct. How about Central Lake?
Professors.
David. Nope, I'm sorry, you're incorrect. You were on the right line. It was lawyers or attorneys. Okay, what character whose boyfriend Ned Nickerson first appears in The Clue in the Diary is the teenage sleuth star of books attributed to Carolyn Keene? Olivia, Atlanta.
Nancy Drew.
That's right. Here's your bonus. What five-letter synonym for a state of matter can also refer to a wave property that changes by 180 degrees between adjacent crests and troughs? Need an answer? Nope.
No.
Phase would be the correct answer. But both teams play on this one. What bill, which was criticized in Abraham Lincoln's Peoria speech, undid the Missouri Compromise and created two new Midwestern territories? That's the Kansas-Nebraska Act. During World War II, the U.S. relied on code talkers from what largest Native American tribe of the American Southwest? That would have been the Navajos. What body of water whose only outlet is the Truckee River is a freshwater lake and resort destination on the border of Nevada and California? Olivia, Atlanta.
Lake Tahoe.
Yep, you're right, and here's a bonus. What American author collected many of his works in the 24-volume New York edition, which includes his novella Daisy Miller?
Mark Twain. Say Mark Twain. Mark Twain.
Mark Twain.
Nope, I'm sorry, Henry James. All right, back to both teams. Major League Lacrosse's Blaze play home games in what city? Also the home of the WNBA's Dream and PGA Tour Championship that held the 1996 Olympics. Zane, Central Lake.
Seattle.
Nope, I'm sorry, incorrect. Atlanta. Or excuse me, yeah, Atlanta. That's the answer, Atlanta. How strange is that? Okay, back to a toss-up question. What acid-base theory, a special case of the Bronsted-Lowry theory, proposes that a base is a hydroxide donor? Arrhenius is the answer. The denominator of the formula for the z-score is what statistical quantity, denoted sigma, and equal to the square root of the variance? That's standard deviation. The recently released report, Reclaiming Power and Place, is about what country's indigenous women, including members of the Métis and First Nations? Those are our neighbors to the north, Canada. Sorry there, David. What novelist fictionalized his school days in a portrait of the artist as a young man and depicted Leopold Bloom's stroll through Dublin in Ulysses? That's James Joyce. What city where Benvenuto Cellini's Perseus with the head of Medusa is found near Michelangelo's David is considered the birthplace of Renaissance? Olivia, Atlanta.
Florence.
That's right. The orthocenter, and this is your bonus here, the orthocenter of a triangle is the point at which what three lines intersect? Need an answer.
No.
Okay, altitude. Yeah, what timing? We are out of time on that round there. We have a close game here. It's 10 points. Right now, Atlanta has a 10-point lead, 40-30. We're going to give both teams a chance to regroup, and when we come back, we'll see if either one can score a perfect 10, so don't miss it.
Preschool gives children the foundation they need to be successful in school and in life. But more than half of kids in the U.S. do not have the opportunity to attend a pre-K program, making them 25% more likely to drop out of school before graduation. The PBS Kids 24/7 channel provides quality programming, games, and hands-on activities that are proven to develop early learning skills.
When you say the word PBS, immediately quality comes to mind. And not just quality, but a massive cultural diversity. Everybody here in the United States gets a look at a global culture, which is phenomenally presented. What makes PBS so strong is that it is a product of the support of the public. It stands out as a public service. It reaches out and grabs the nation and it grabs the world, and I think that's wonderful.
Welcome back to Quiz Central and the Perfect 10 round. The Perfect 10 round gives you 60 seconds to answer 10 questions from your choice of clues to 3 categories. The opposing team gets 30 seconds to tackle all unasked Mr. Pass questions. We have Atlanta in the lead, so Central Lake will be going first today. The clues to the categories are meet the author, I'd like to order a consonant, make that a double, and Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea. Meet the author, I'd like to order a consonant, make it a double, and Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea. Which of those sounds good to you?
Which one you want?
I don't know what that
Make it a double.
Let's have a choice, please.
Make it a double.
means. Sure.
The make it a double consonant one.
Make it a double, okay. And your actual category of the day is give these words that contain 4 or more consecutive consonants. Natural disaster caused by seismic activity.
Is that earthquake?
Nope, you don't have
Oh, wait,
to
yeah, this is the, we can infer on this one.
Earthquake, right?
Yeah, earthquake.
Earthquake?
Yep. Sentence commonly used by a fictional character.
Dialogue?
Once upon a time. No.
No.
Sentence used common.
We can pass.
Fictional
Yeah.
character. We have 60 seconds, so.
Yeah.
Pass it.
You can pass if you want.
Pass.
All right. Keyboard key that removes a typed letter.
Delete. No, backspace.
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 Right. Author who does uncredited work for another author.
Ghostwriter.
I'm not sure.
Ghostwriter, I think.
Ghostwriter.
That's right. Sport with snatch and clean and jerk disciplines.
Lifting.
Lifting. Powerlifting. Lifting.
Yep, that's correct. Eastern European soup made with beets.
Beets.
Pass.
Yep, we're out of time. Okay. Lots of questions to get through here, Atlanta. Give these words that contain 4 or more consecutive consonants. Sentence commonly used by a fictional character.
Quit looking at me.
Pass.
Okay. Eastern European soup made with beets.
Borscht. What? Borscht.
Borscht.
I'm sorry?
Borscht.
Yep, you were right. Shy person in social settings such as a party.
Wallflower.
Wallflower.
Yep. Actor or singer loved by teenaged fans.
Heartthrob.
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 Yep. Direction in which salmon swim to spawn. Sorry, we're out of time. That would have been upstream. Okay, the other questions that were missed there, actually only one. Sentence commonly used by a fictional character is a catchphrase. All right, but we do have 2 categories left, and this time Atlanta has their choice. The remaining categories are Meet the Author and Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea. Which one would you like?
Meet the author.
Meet the author. Pen names is your actual category. Given the real name of an author, give the pen name the author used. Samuel Clemens.
Mark Twain.
Mark Twain.
Yup. Elisa Rosenbaum, who wrote The Fountainhead.
Ayn Rand.
Ayn Rand.
Yes. Mary Ann Evans, who wrote Middlemarch.
I don't know that. Pass.
Pass.
Eric Arthur Blair.
Pass.
Theodore Geisel, a children's author.
Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss.
Yep. Charles Lutwidge Dodson, who wrote Through the Looking Glass.
Lewis Carroll.
Lewis Carroll.
Yep. William Porter, a poet whose pen name has a single letter first name.
Pass.
Ricardo Bosualto, author of 20 love poems and a song of despair.
Pass.
The Bronte sisters, only the last name is required.
Pass.
All right, and J.K. Rowling used for the novel The Cuckoo's Calling. And we're out of time. All right, back over to Central Lake then. Given the real name of an author, give the pen name the author used. Mary Ann Evans, who wrote Middlemarch.
No idea.
Pass.
Eric Arthur Blair.
Pass.
William Porter, a poet whose pen name had a single letter first name.
Pass.
Ricardo Bosualto, author of 20 love poems and a song of despair.
Pass.
All right, the Bronte sisters, last name only.
Pass.
And J.K. Rowling used for the novel The Cuckoo's Calling. All right, Robert Galbraith was the answer on that one. The other questions that were missed, the Bronte sisters, Belle is the name. The author of 20 love poems and a song of despair, Pablo Neruda. William O. Henry, a poet whose pen name had a single letter first name was O. Henry. Eric Arthur Blair, George Orwell. And Mary Ann Evans, George Eliot. So that brings our score to Atlanta 110, Central Lake 70, and we move right ahead with the game into the home stretch round. Like round two, this segment features a combination of toss-up and bonus questions. I'll ask a toss-up question. The team that answers correctly will be asked a bonus. Then we go back to a toss-up question for both teams. The first toss-up question of this round is, what 1434 painting by Jan van Eyck depicts a mirror behind a man in a large hat and a pregnant woman in a green dress? That's the Arnolfini wedding. Bidya Bandari is the president of what Asian country, which in August 2019 announced that single-use plastics would be banned on Mount Everest? Aiden, Central Lake.
Nepal.
That's correct. Here's a bonus. All Saints' Day is celebrated on the first day of what calendar month, which ends? Olivia, Atlanta? I'm sorry, it's a bonus. That's correct. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, it was bonus. I was like,
so which ends shortly before the beginning of Advent.
It's All Saints' Day. It's the 1st of November.
Yeah. Yeah, November.
That's right. Okay, sorry about that. Back to both teams. What man was fined $100 for violating the Butler Act despite being defended by Clarence Darrow in a 1925 Tennessee event nicknamed the Monkey Trial? That's John Scopes. Both teams on a toss-up. What former five-star general served as Harry Truman's Secretary of State and proposed a namesake economic plan to aid Europe after World War II?
Marshall.
Aiden. Yes, you are correct. All right. Here's a bonus. In the manufacturing of sulfuric acid, vanadium oxide acts as what type of substance that lowers activation energy and thus speeds up the reaction?
It's bases.
Does that speed up a reaction?
I don't know.
You guys have any better? Base.
Nope, catalyst. Speeds up the reaction. Okay. What day whose child is said to be full of grace in a nursery rhyme is named for the Norse god Tyr and is usually the second day of the work week? That'd be Tuesday. Sorry, you rang in a little late. What film director whose first film was THX 1138 co-wrote the story treatments for the Indiana Jones films and introduced Chewbacca in Star Wars? Olivia, Atlanta.
George Lucas.
That's right. Here's your bonus. In mechanics, what quantity can be measured in units called dynes, forms equal and opposite action-reaction pairs, and can push or pull an object?
Motion.
Nope, force. But back to both teams. What 2005 novel in which Miles Pudge Halter transfers to Culver Creek is partly Haley, Atlanta.
Looking for Alaska.
You are right. Here is your bonus. What city, which from 2004 to 2010 was home to the world's tallest skyscraper, is the capital of Taiwan? Any answer? Taipei. Back to both teams. What highland region covers parts of Missouri, Arkansas, Kansas, and Oklahoma, and include the Boston Mountains and the St. Francois Mountains? Olivia, Atlanta.
The Great Prairie.
Nope, I'm sorry, incorrect. Central Lake. Go ahead, David.
Appalachian.
Nope, the Ozarks.
I had no clue.
Back to both teams, where we will call that round an end. The scores tightened up a little bit. Atlanta still holds a 30-point lead. 130 to 100 is our score. We're going to give both teams a chance to regroup, and when we come back, we'll play the final countdown. So don't go away.
Our great state of Michigan is truly one of a kind. From the city streets to the small towns, you can see it all right here on Destination Michigan. We'll crisscross the state in search of the sights, the sounds, and of course the people that make Michigan the greatest state in the land. Take in the scenery, meet the people, and experience the wonder of the Great Lakes state. Come along with us as we share your stories on Destination Michigan.
Unlock your newest member benefit. Over 1,000 episodes of your favorite PBS shows. American Masters, Antiques Roadshow, Nature, Nova, Masterpiece. Watch the best of PBS anytime, anywhere. Become a member, sign in, and start streaming today.
This is it, the Quiz Central Final Countdown. Another 2-minute rapid-fire round. The first player to ring in gets a shot at answering the question. If you get it wrong, we turn to the opposing team for a chance to answer. Your first question. What novel, whose title object is found in Salem's Custom House, depicts a child born of adultery named Pearl and is by Nathaniel Hawthorne? Next question. Landscape evolution is often viewed as a balance between tectonic uplift and what process, whose agents include moving water, ice, and wind? Natalie, Atlanta.
Erosion.
That's right. What artist who founded Interview magazine created a silk screen diptych of Marilyn Monroe and is credited with the notion of 15 minutes of fame? Next question. What month in which the majority of Category 5 Atlantic hurricanes occur has Sapphire as its birthstone and begins Aden, Central Lake?
April.
Nope, sorry, incorrect. It begins with Labor Day, Atlanta. We'll find out in a minute. During the English Civil War, the supporters of Charles I were known as the Cavaliers, while those who sided with Parliament went by what nickname? Next question. The typical initial treatment for Parkinson's disease is a drug named after what neurotransmitter? Moving on. What state in which a 3-judge panel in September 2019 threw out its legislative maps as unconstitutionally gerrymandered is led from Raleigh? Aden, Central Lake.
North Carolina.
That's right. Gene Krupa and Buddy Rich were jazz musicians renowned for their prowess on what instrument, on which they often battled? Aden, Central Lake.
Saxophone.
Nope, sorry. Atlanta.
Guitar.
I'm sorry?
Guitar.
Nope, I'm sorry, that's not right either. William Ramsey helped discover the first 5 elements in what group of elements, all of which are relatively unreactive gases such as neon? Natalie, Atlanta.
Noble gases.
That's correct. What country was led by a party? That brings our game to an end there, and it ended up being a barn burner, but Atlanta hangs on to win, so let's give them a nice round of applause. Alrighty, these questions from the last round that went unanswered. Those who sided with Parliament went by the nickname Roundheads. The typical initial treatment for Parkinson's is dopamine. The instrument that Krupa and Rich play were drums. Let's see, the novel by Nathaniel Hawthorne, The Scarlet Letter, the artist who founded Interview magazine was Andy Warhol, and the month in which the majority of Atlantic hurricanes begins is September. But again, a good game. Central Lake did very well. Let's give them a nice round of applause as well. And that does it for another edition of Quiz Central. Until next time, like us on Facebook or watch your favorite game online as we feature the best and brightest high school students from around the state. Thanks for watching.
Support for Quiz Central is provided by the CMU Bookstore. T-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, maroon and gold memories, and an official outfitter of Adidas apparel at the Central Michigan University owned and operated CMU Bookstore. Online shopping 7 days a week at cmubookstore.com, on campus at the University Center, and game day locations at Kelly Short Stadium and the John G. Kulhalvi Event Center.